Hey everybody, Lucas here. I just want to shoot you this quick video to go over how to add an email countdown to your emails. Email countdowns are a great tool to create some urgency and get people to buy from you. You can use it in flows. For example, you have a dedicated discount code that expires in, let's say, 48 hours, 24 hours, whatever the case. You can use countdown timer there to basically visually represent what you're trying to get across with those limited urgencies. You can also use it for any time-sensitive promotional emails. So, for example, a flash sale, any sale in general that has a deadline. So, for example, I don't know, it runs out on tomorrow, 11:49 p.m., 59 p.m., and then you can, set this countdown timer to actually count down the hours, minutes, and whatever you want. So in this video, I wanted to share how to edit this and how to actually get it into your email. Also, one thing, quick note here, there are a couple of softwares that could help you with that. Just type in Countdown Timer emails. There's Countdown Mail, Centric, Mail Timers, Motion Mail, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of stuff. Just test it out. We started using Centric and yeah, never really looked into other stuff just because we've been going good with them. I don't know what the pricing is. I'm not quite sure what's if it's the best and priciest yeah solution out there. We just start with that, stick with that, and we're good with that. So let's run it through Centric. But in the end, I mean, all of these softwares essentially do the same. You just click on timer here, you create a new one, you call it whatever you want, test. Then you have here timer type. Standard is just you have a specific end date and time. So for example, tomorrow, whatever time. As I said, 11:59 p.m. Perpetual is, as I said, in flows, for example, if you have 48 hours, you want to just show 48 hours, then you can use perpetual. Dynamic, I don't know exactly what this is. It's probably a better way of perpetual. So for example, if someone reopens the email, I'm pretty sure perpetual gets back to 48 hours and doesn't, show the actual dynamic aspect of someone like opening an email for the first time and then keeping this countdown timer the same. But yeah, we pretty much all the time run with standard or perpetual, and then you can just take your standard timer time. I can adjust that later. So yeah, basically here, let's say it runs out on Friday, 11 p.m. 59. Oops, what happened here? 59. 59 on Friday. So that's the case here. You can also click adapt to user time zone. I'm not a big fan of that just because, yeah, I just want to have everything set here. Yeah, as much as you adapt things here and have it customized and blah, 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 it can lead to more mistakes. So I'm just trying to keep everything as easy and simple as possible. Standard size, you can play around with whatever size you want. Let's say here we want to use small. You can play around here, hide labels, custom labels. I would usually I just hide labels, but you can actually show it. And then you can show days, hours, minutes, seconds. I'm a big fan of just having hour, minutes, and seconds because yeah, if there's just a one all the time, I don't know if it's yeah. This is just my personal preference. You can test that with your audiences and keep it with your preferences. You can play around with this. You can play around with background, transparent background. Play with whatever you want. You just have to, double check that with dark mode, for example, if you have transparent background, how that performs, stuff like that. But it's not the topic of this video. I just wanted to show you what's possible and how you can actually edit. So you can play around with here, play around with, the fonts, how you want to display it, blah, 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 blah. But in the end, you just copy this HTML code and get it into your email in Klaviyo. So I'm currently using the new editor. Just create a dedicated text block, paste it in, delete this, and then click on source code. And then you just want to paste it here, and boom, it's in. Right now, obviously, it doesn't seem that good just because we have different, settings. If you want to adjust, you can also click on background color. Now it looks a little bit better. Full width. You can also have a background color on the block, and then now it looks a little bit better. But yeah, you can play around with all these settings. And then, for example, if you want to adjust it again, feel free to do that. You can just literally play around with whatever you want. Let's say here, this is the case. You just have to, what you can see is like right now it says 69 hours. And then you click here, it just says 4 minutes. Doesn't make sense. You just have to click on save and it gets automated, right? So if you can see, like I'm adjusting things here, but the code doesn't change. So this means like you don't have to copy paste it again. You just copy paste it once and then you can play around with all these settings within your software. And then now it still says this, but if I click on source code again, now it says this. And then if I click on preview and text, you see I adjusted. So yeah, that's basically everything that you need to know about countdown timers. If you have any questions, just feel free to, let me know in the comments. I hope this was insightful and of value to you. As I said, it's pretty straightforward here. Just, copy paste the HTML code, adjust it in the software you want to do and you want to use, and then you just run with that. Let me know if you have any questions. If not, I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. Take care, and yeah, thank you so much.